Hi guys, bienvenue, haere mai, and thanks for joining us on our webinar this evening. I am Keryn and I've got the honour of hosting this evening. So I'm just, welcome to our Soul Tribe Wednesday night event. I have been a part of the Soul Project now for coming up on 2 years, and initially I was skeptical about joining, really scared at the time in my life about trying something new, but my little old heart said jump on, so I did. And I did because I saw an opportunity for me to grow myself, to realize my dreams and develop and level up my health, because at the time my health was absolutely pathetic. And also I think the biggest one is for me to gain financial freedom. But all the while, the huge one in my little heart-centered life was to be able to help people to level up their lives, to be able to realize their dreams. And I believe that we all deserve that type of lifestyle, to have what we want. So this evening, you're going to hear some amazing stories. We have two parts to tonight. We have our customer side of the webinar. In this, you will hear from some of our customers, how our program has helped them balance out their mind, body, and soul, and also with our holistic program that we have. And then we'll also share with you the other side of life, which is our business side. And this is where we are also able to help our customers and ourselves to level up our finances, to be able to gain financial freedom and freedom of time, to be able to, in my case, look at buying my own home, to spend more time with our families, and just really amazing opportunities, all the while surrounded and being in a tribe of like-minded men and women who are all supporting everybody unconditionally. And it's just it's a way of being. It's a complete awesome way of having an amazing lifestyle. Thanks for being here. I am now going to pass you over to the incomparable Maxine, and she will be sharing with you this evening all about our program that we have to offer.
Thank you, Keryn. Yes, I get to do the great part, which is introduce our program and the nutritional support products that we use in conjunction with our program. So we believe that mind, body, and spirit are obviously inseparable. We need to bring all of those things into harmony when we're talking about wellness. We need to really address all those areas of our lives. We're whole beings. So we really want to address the whole person when we're helping them regain their health, find their way back to wellness. I'm a great believer that the body actually knows how to be well. That's what it's born to do. And we really work with our bodies, with our spirit, our mind, to actually help our bodies find the way back to what it already knows how to do. So, so how we do that is we have our program, which really looks at a lot of activities around mental health, mindfulness, gratitude, journaling, conflict resolution, all kinds of things, the things that really are, emotionally and spiritually maybe challenging us in our everyday life. I mean, we all understand what they are. I don't really need to list them. So and we have lots of beautiful meditations that we do for healing and for abundance, for gratitude, again, for reaching specific goals that we might want to reach in our life. And the other part of it obviously is that we do work on the physical body. We need our physical body to be working really well. I think that the physical body is basically the instrument through which we can bring our spirit into the world and do what we need to do in the world, and we need that instrument to be working really well. So our nutritional philosophy is we have an understanding that we need certain aspects in our diet. We need healthy fats, we need healthy proteins, and we need plants, essentially. And our product range is beautifully aligned with that philosophy. So our product range is very simple, it's very targeted at just filling in the gaps in those three things that we really need to be concentrating on in our diet. So to cover our the gap in our plants, we've got our fruit, veggie and berry capsules. And also we've got the children's chews, which are the same product in a chew form. For our healthy fats, we've got our omega, beautiful plant-based omega blend. And for our protein, we've got our beautiful complete plant-based protein powders. So I'm going to talk more about these. So our fruit, veggies and berries are our core products. There are over 30 fruit, veggies and berries that have been gently processed and popped into a vegan capsule. They take fruits, veggies and berries, pulp them at a low temperature and oxygen-free environment, so all of the nutrients are retained. They're a living food, that if you take them out of the capsule, they'll rot. I've got vitamins in my cupboard that I've had there for 10 years and they still look the same as the day I got them, so I'm not making this up. So this is beautiful, actual real food that we're putting into our bodies. The other thing that we do, because our company Juice Plus has a beautiful commitment to actually helping children and starting children off right in their life in terms of their nutrition, is that we actually have the children's fruit and veggie chews. That's about 20 fruits and vegetables in a chewable gummy form. They are actually free to children between the age of 4 and 18 when the parent is on the core products or the fruit and vegetables. So that's absolutely amazing. We have amazing research around improvements in children's health when they go on this program with the fruit and veggie chews. So our beautiful plant-based omegas, I'm going to talk about these now. I absolutely love these. These are sustainable, clean omegas, and I don't want to diss other things that are on the market, but I think we all know that we need to be really looking at more sustainable ways of getting our omegas, with the fish being overfished and the contaminations of the oceans. Our omegas are actually made from algal oil, which we grow in a clean and contained environment. We combine it with some beautiful oils from seeds and plants. And again, it's all popped into a vegan capsule. We produce it at a very low temperature. They're cold pressed, so all the oils are beautiful and fresh, and they're not rancid. A lot of the supermarket omegas are actually rancid because they're hot pressed when they're created, so they're not doing as much good. But these are absolutely beautiful in our bodies and good for the environment, good for our bodies. So win-win there. Our final products are our beautiful plant-based protein powders. This is about 20 different plant-based superfoods, very high in protein, very low in sugar. There's no added sugar. There's about as much sugar as a pear, and also very low in fat. So these are absolutely wonderful for your people who skip breakfast or who might not be eating very well. You know, even just give them to your kids. I mean, everyone in our family uses them. They're beautiful. You don't need to give your children an unhealthy milkshake. You can give them the chocolate complete, and they'll be getting a chocolate milkshake, and it'll be full of beautiful superfoods and really good for them. So, so they're our macronutrients. They actually really feed our digestive system really beautifully. The thing about our fruit and veggie berry capsules, there are micronutrients, so they actually go straight into our bloodstream and straight to the part of our body that needs healing. And I really think that's important, because a lot of people have so many issues with their digestion. They can't, it doesn't really matter how good their food is, they may not be able to access it because their digestion isn't really able to cope with it. So that's why we see that increase in people's health so rapidly, because they're getting these nutrients flooding their bloodstream, not having to go through the usual digestive processes. So it's a bit of a, you know, we're escaping that vicious cycle of ill health that so many people are kind of stuck in, which is really sad. All of our products are gluten-free, dairy-free, GMO-free, batch tested for any chemical residues, so completely clean, and very safe. And I mean, they're just beautiful, beautiful products. They align perfectly with our holistic philosophy. And so that covers our program. And I am going to hand you over to our host, because I'm not sure who I'm passing to. Our very capable host.
Thank you for that, Maxine. That was an awesome introduction to our program and our phenomenal products. I am now going to hand you over to the wonderful Rachel. Take it away, my dear girl.
Good evening, everyone. Haere mai, nui mai, welcome. So I've been on our products for, I think we're coming up to a year now, and in the business about the same amount of time. So I was really, when I started the products and the program, I'd had lifelong anxiety, a life of bullying. I was depressed, self-harming, tired, overweight. I'd fought for the gym for years. I walked my dog up to 6 Ks a day. Nothing was working. I was snacking. I was eating fatty foods. I'd come home from school. I'd have a breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, pudding. And these days I just don't feel like that. As you can see, my skin, any of the girls will tell you, my skin is a transformation in itself, really. My self-confidence has changed completely. Even my hair health, I went to the hairdresser a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and she said to me, oh my god, it's in beautiful condition. And she said it just looks lovely, it's just glowing. But I feel just 1,000 times better than what I ever have done in my life. Less anxiety, made some beautiful friends. And yeah, a smoothie for myself and my mum, so she's on the smoothies with me as well as the program, and we use that in conjunction, so that gets us from about 7 in the morning through to about 5. But it's just delicious. You can make all these amazing recipes, like we make granola, we do bliss balls, we make all this amazing stuff, and we are also feeling full, we're feeling well. And the meals and our recipes are really nice. I'm going to make some bath salts from our recipe book as well, but there's just so many amazing things that I love about our products and our program that goes with it. And I think that's where a lot of companies get it wrong, is you go to this chemist and you get a product and then you miss the program, and it's like, well, where do I go from here? You can buy the shake, but what else do you use in conjunction? And that's something that was a personal struggle for me, but getting that right now, getting the balance of the gym and working out and everything hand in hand with our amazing program, it just works so well in harmony. So I'm going to hand you over to the lovely Jasmine now. She's one of our new business partners, and she's going to have a chat to you about her story.
Hi, evening everyone. Thank you, Rachel. My name is Jasmine, and I've been with the Soul Project now for just going 3 months, and so far so good. Physically, I've always been in tip-top shape. I'm not a person who gets sick, and if I do, it's usually a quick turnaround. I'm athletic and very much into my sport, so physical ailments are not what attracted me to the Soul Project. On the other hand, though, my mental health was a complete shambles, like next level mess. And so something that I've always sought out throughout my life has been help mentally, and it's something that's accessible, but it's not. And what I mean by that is to have a counseling session. I often had to go on wait lists that lasted for weeks because they're so swamped, or most people charge expensive amounts in the hundreds of dollars for sessions I could not afford. Coming from a background in hospo and going to the doctors, there was always prescription medication available, which I abhor. So I I love the Soul Project's holistic approach to well-being and their affordability, because once you join, you're a part of the program for life, regardless if you stop taking the products. And one of the biggest draw cards for me to the Soul Project were the mind and soul aspects of our program. And there are a multitude of resources such as meditations, exercise ideas, inspirational posts, yoga, and the community is probably the biggest reason of all for me. Being surrounded by people who are actively trying to live happy lives, and they're trying their best to make that available for others. So the community has given me purpose in that sense of helping myself, I can help others. And that's really important to my overall satisfaction, I feel, in life. And for instance, taking the free omegas and protein shakes, I feel like I have a lot more stability and consistency emotionally and mentally. A swinging pendulum or a roller coaster of emotions. The peaks are not so high and the lows are not so low, which actually helps me feel safe and at home in my body. And they say something like 70% of your serotonin is, or your happy feel good chemicals are in your gut. So I can understand that there must be a direct correlation there between joining the Soul Project and my mental health chilling out for a minute. So my story. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass you over now
to me. Hi, thank you so much, Jasmine. It's funny when you was talking about the serotonin in the gut, because I was just going to talk about that, and then you said it. So, like-minded. Thank you so much. I love hearing stories, Rachel and Jasmine. It's really great because I'm an absolute lover of the program and the product. It was an incredible life changer for me and for my daughter. So I love talking about it, but we're also got an incredible business behind our program, and that's what I want to talk about tonight. We're going to switch it over and talk a little bit around how this has really helped us grow an income, grow some freedom in our lives, give us more choices, and be able to help others to do exactly the same thing. So and of course, when I first came into this, I was a little bit skeptical because I'd been, part of a few dodgy dealings or a few dodgy businesses back in the 90s. And I was really concerned, is this one of those things where I have to hassle all my friends and my friends aren't going to want to know me anymore? I'll go to a party and they'll see me coming and they'll go, oh shit, there's a Juice Plus lady. Let's go. I didn't want to be that person, and that really was a concern for me. But what I found is that all we were doing is sharing, because that's the other thing that was a real big concern for me. Was I hate selling. I really don't like selling anything, and so I was also concerned about that too. But because I had such a beautiful, positive experience on our program and our products, I just shared it with a passion because I was so passionate about this. And like Jasmine shared about the serotonin in our gut and how there's a huge link. I mean, studies show that there's a massive link between our gut health and our mental health. And I could see that with my daughter, but I also felt it myself because I was feeling quite low too. But I guess the other thing for me too was I was really looking for something more than what I was doing. I wanted to give back more. I'd come from a social work background, and I really felt there was a few things going on for me. I wasn't happy in my job. I hated it. I felt like I wasn't really impacting people the way I really wanted to. I wanted to impact more people on a more positive way, a more positive vibe, and something that was actually working, that was going to work for people. And I just found that social work was not giving me that. So this was a really good opportunity to do that. But another thing reason why I wasn't enjoying my job is I didn't have the choice of freedom. And I was really concerned that I wouldn't be able to set myself up financially, because my partner and I, my husband and I had dreams. We wanted to travel, and we wanted to have our home in the country. We wanted to set up a legacy for our children. So there was three big things that I really wanted to have out of this. And I was really concerned that we were not going to have the income to be able to have those dreams or to set up that legacy, that we were going to have to work until we died. And I'd watched it with my dad. I'd watched him work till he died. And I thought, I was brought up that you work hard and you make your money, you work hard all your life, and then you retire and you get paid a pension. Well, the pension is scary. I see my mum on it and it's really scary. It hardly pays anything, and I did not want to be like that. And so we were searching for a way that was going to give us more security, more financial security into our future. And we looked at so what do? When you're sitting at the bottom of your workplace, you're one of the many workers, and you've got all your management team up the top, and you've got your CEO sitting there really beautifully, enjoying everything and getting a lot of money out of it. And you're working really hard. You're trying to pay your bills, and you're getting told when you can take leave, when you can be sick, when to go to the toilet, when you can work, how much you're going to be paid. And I was really limited in my pay. We weren't going to be getting any more. So I thought, well, what's the best option? You move up, right? You move up a level. So I applied for the job. And of course, there were so many people. There's so much competition in that traditional business model that, there was no way I was going to get the job. And of course, I didn't. So I thought, well, who else ever gets the chance to be a CEO, right? There's no way that I was ever going to go there, because I didn't think that I was ever going to be able to get it, because there's so much competition. And I didn't think that I had the experience or the qualifications. So what did I do? I looked at another business opportunity. That was crazy. The price, the amount of investment that you had to put in was the same as buying a house. And there's no way we would have had the time freedom. We would still be tied to it, and we weren't going to be making anything on it until at least 5 years. And that to me was not freedom. That was not choices. That was not making an income that was going to give us a legacy later on. So what did I do? This popped up at the perfect moment, and I realized that this was exactly what we were looking for. It's not shaped like this, like every other corporate company in this country, every other traditional business. It's actually shaped like that, because what it does is it allows everybody to have the same benefits, the same, it doesn't matter whether you are, qualified or not, whether you're experienced or not, whether you're old or young, whether you're, intelligent or not, it doesn't matter what it is you're doing and where you are in your life. Everyone can do this, because we all get the training, and everyone has an equal opportunity to move up and create as much income as they want. And it's an unlimited amount, unlimited. You can make as much money as you want. And the other beautiful thing is there's no competition, because we're all going for the same thing, and everyone can go for the same thing, that we are actually supporting each other. So we've got a beautiful community of supportive people around us who just want the best for us. And so that's what I saw in it, and that's absolutely what I get now. So there's equal opportunity for every single person, and that's what I absolutely love about it. So for us now, really moving forward, being able to leave my job and just have that time freedom that I really wanted, and to be able to support others to create an amazing life for themselves as well, to make their dreams happen. It's a really beautiful opportunity. So I'm going to now pass you on over to the lovely Sarah, and she's going to share with us why she said yes to this amazing opportunity.
Hi guys, thanks for that, Tanya. So I've been part of the Soul Tribe for 16 months now. I had to just quickly add it up while Tanya was talking because it just seemed like a lifetime, because I've just fallen in love with the whole community and the whole experience. So the reason I started up was purely for a hobby. I wanted to just make ends meet to cover my product. And if that was enough, then I was quite happy at the start. But then I just ran with it. I was in a job that I didn't enjoy, working for an organisation that didn't appreciate me. It wasn't challenging me the way that I needed to be challenged. I was a security guard in a mall, and it was just too depressing. I won't go there. I'm no longer there. So that is the fantastic news. I'm no longer there. So I love this because I'm not only building up my own business, I'm also teaching other ladies how to build up their business. And I'm supporting them and I'm mentoring them. And the satisfaction that I get from seeing other ladies up there, and men, being praised for their work, being praised for their efforts, is absolutely heartwarming. Makes my heart absolutely expand with so much joy. So the reason I really wanted to do this was for a legacy as well. I look upon it that I'm creating a legacy for my children, I'm creating a legacy for me and for my husband, and I'm planning on using it to create a retreat for bereaved parents, which a lot of the people that know me know that that's a real huge passion in my heart. And as well as that, I want to buy a bus and I want to travel around the country with my husband. And I don't want to be stuck to a job that is not appreciating me, being told when I can and can't take annual leave, and being told when I can and can't be sick, which at the moment I'm never sick anyway. But I just want to be able to get in a bus and just drive, go somewhere, go fishing with my husband, get a book, read while he's fishing, catching the food. So as I say, the reason I did it was for a hobby, but now it's got so much bigger and so much more enjoyable. So I don't know who I'm passing you on to now, but I'll pass you back to Keryn.
All right, guys, thank you. Okay, I'm spotlighted. Woohoo, I'm back. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming and joining us this evening. I hope that you have taken on board and enjoyed the shares that we have, both either on the customer side or on the business side. You're feeling brave, you want to jump into something new, come join our amazing, amazing community. There is nothing like it on the planet. Amazing people who are truly here to lift you up, to help you not just survive life, but thrive in life, to be engaged and to get into that arena and go full on. Look forward to catching up with you again. If somebody has sent you this link to the video, please feel free to get in contact with them if you have any additional questions. We are more than happy to listen, to answer, and we look forward to you either becoming a customer or joining the team. You never know. Have a great evening. Thank you.